course on career counseling, it is extremely important to understand why you should take your career choice seriously. In this video, we will help you understand the importance of making the right career choice for yourself. So, why is your career choice so important? It is important because it determines a lot of things in your life, including number 1, quality of life. Your career choice plays a huge role in deciding where you live, how flexible your life is, and the kinds of things you are able to do in your free time. Number 2, identity. Ask any elder person about their career and they will tell you about it as a part of their identity. They'll say something like, I am a journalist, instead of, I report news. Notice how everybody asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And not, what do you want to do when you grow up? This shows that your career choice shapes your identity. Number 3, impact. Every human life touches thousands of other lives in so many different ways. If you select any 60-year-old person who is about to retire, take a time machine, find him as an infant, throw that infant into trash, and then come back to the present day, you'll find that a countless number of things around you have changed. So whatever career you choose, the world will be affected by it. Anything that determines your quality of life, your identity, and the impact that you make should be taken very seriously. And that includes your career choice also. So we hope that this short video could help you understand the importance of making the right career choice. Having done that, we will now move forward to start our career counseling course. We are pretty excited and we hope you are too. So, let's begin. See you.
Good evening everyone, welcome, सबको स्वागत है. Welcome to day 80. We're at 80 now. Now that's 80, not 18. So welcome to day 80 of Pro Bono's live podcast. सबको स्वागत है. And today we have with us Aditya and Mr. Sen. And I think as Pro Bono, a career counseling company, a career guidance team that wants to change the way our future generation, our children basically, approach career in their life, and how they go about planning their career, how they shape their future. And I think today's topic really touches that particular aspect of a person's life, and I think it's going to be incredible. So guys, without any further ado, let me introduce the topic, today's topic. That is, we'll be talking about how one can model their career plan based on the business model U. Now that's I have to do this because it's a trademark, which is a business model U, which is a famous and dynamic framework to represent a business. And based on that, Mr. Sen, Aditya and I will be exploring more on how you can shape your career based on that model, and how one can create, if not a perfect future, a near perfect career using that particular model. With that, I want Mr. Sen to give context to today's podcast. First of all, Mr. Sen, over to you.
Thank you, Samant. Good evening and namaskar, and welcome to the show. And Samant, that was very quick intro. It did not give me time to forward, the link to all the people. So don't blame me if the viewership is low. It's your fault.
Well, let me come back and go on ramble about for 5 minutes so that we get some time.
No problem. I think we can live with that. Now, career counseling and career planning, it all depends on you, right? And one of the things that Pro Bono is doing is talking about and training people about entrepreneurship. And so that's a career as well. So now the question is, how do we understand this whole business of what we call a career? It's at the end of the day a business. Because a career, what we are thinking of is career, say we want to earn some money because we want to have some earnings out of a career, and we are spending some money or resources or whatever in developing our career. Right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. And the most important thing that we will talk about is, who am I? And that will include, and we talked about this some moons ago. A couple of new moons back, we talked about the purpose in life, and we said, who I am and what do I do. So who I am will include also what I have. What do I do? Who do I do it for? And how do they change because of what I do? The last question, how do they change because of what I do, is the most important question to answer. And we'll get there. So that, in a nutshell, is what Samant you asked.
I actually have another question. Now, guys, I need to make this very clear. One, I'm not a businessman like Aditya, who basically has his own startup. And on the other side, I'm not an experienced 5-year-old like Mr. Sen. No, I'm not a life coach. I lie somewhere in between. You're like, okay, what is this? So, Mr. Sen, career plan and a business. You said using this model, or basically even without the model, a career and a business are somewhat similar.
Okay.
Now,
so let's do one thing.
I want you to treat me as a first class student. Basically,
No
I don't
problem.
know anything.
So I'm going to do something. I'm going to do a substitution. You know a substitution? Football mein hota hai. You take out
Now
someone
it's
and put
5
someone
now.
else.
Not 3, 5 substitutes now. So
Okay. So now I'm going to do one substitution. So I'm going to remove the word business and I'm going to put the word career. So now what we have is a career model view. How does that sound?
I feel important.
So are you comfortable now?
Sure, I am always comfortable. Okay.
Right. So we'll now make this into our model, and we'll call it career model U. And with a small note, we acknowledge that it came out of business model U. How about that? Aditya, how about that? So we have just invented a model.
But I have to say this. So sorry. Whenever we invent something, we have to say Eureka. Eureka! There you go.
Eureka, yeah. Right. So we displaced some water. Okay. So that's what we're going to discuss today. So it's a career model for you. Cool. And fundamentally, we're going to answer a few questions, or how we can answer a few questions. Who am I? Which will include what I have. What do I do? Who do I do it for? And the most important question, how do they change because of what I do? Right. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
So shoot.
Now again, firstly, Aditya, if you could type the 4 points in the comment section as well, so that the audience has something to refer while we talk.
We'll finally talk about 9 different dimensions. This 4 will go into 9.
And
it's all very easy.
And from 9 we go into an 11 course French meal.
Plus 2 substitutes.
Right, so Mr. Sen, again, the first, as you said, the first of the 4 questions is, who am I?
Excellent.
Now, again, if let's speak it from an average person, regular day, a regular person's point of view. Now that's a question which puts me in an existential crisis, pretty much. Who am I?
You don't know who you are. That's good. That's good. Because another 8 billion people also don't know who they are. So you're in good company. Don't worry about that. So now we could do a simple exercise. We could take 6 sheets of paper, blank, individual paper. On the first paper, we can write, I am an enterprising fellow. Aditya, enterprising, please translate that into Hindi. Yeah. So the first one you write, on the first piece that's in front of you that you write is, I am an enterprising person. What is Hindi for enterprising?
And all the audience members, if you want to get in on the activity,
I think we can say उद्यमी, मैं एक उद्यमी इंसान हूँ.
Oh my God.
Something like that.
Okay. Right. Okay.
And the audience members, if you want to grab a piece of paper, Mr. Sen, can we have a minute so that everybody can get a paper and do the activity with me?
Okay.
Great,
Tell
so
me
guys,
when the minute is up.
yeah, 1 minute. मैं counter लगा रहा हूँ अभी.
So Aditya, in the meantime, we can listen to your thoughts. But now it's only 50 seconds you have.
Okay, if I can take more than 1 minute, then I can probably tell you something.
Samanth is the boss.
45 seconds.
45 seconds. Okay. So what I'll just say is why it is called a business model U is because I have a theory behind why your life and your career is so similar to a business where the product is you or where the service is you. Probably we can describe ourselves better as a service. So yeah,
that is where it came from. That is where it came from. You're right.
Yeah.
But now we have agreed, Aditya, to call this career model U.
Right.
And I want you to file a patent for it.
Alex Osterwalder will kill me.
No. We are going to give him due referencing.
Royalty also, na?
Royalty referencing.
There's actually a policy where you can use others' copyrighted material as fair use if you add some commentary to it. So we are adding commentary to it.
Yeah, we are going to add a lot of stuff to it. Don't worry about that. Okay. Right. So on the first sheet of paper, you write, I'm an enterprising person. And as Aditya said, he said something about what the Hindi was. And then you write 2 questions because you need to answer it. Is, why do you think you're an enterprising fellow? And what is exciting you or what is interesting you the most about being enterprising? Got that, Samanth?
Got it. Perfect.
The second sheet of paper.
Go, Mr. Sen. I think we can, since it's an activity, let's half a minute maybe.
No. Okay, I have to give you some examples.
Okay.
So that it will help. So an enterprising fellow would be someone who's an entrepreneur, someone who likes to do salesman, who's enterprising, who goes out and get things done. So these are some of the examples of an enterprising fellow. Cool? Take the second sheet of paper. The questions remain the same. Why do I think I am? So whatever the title of the sheet will be. And what excites me and interests me the most in this, right? So the second sheet is conventional. So conventional, Aditya, Hindi please.
सोची समझी हुई चीज.
क्या?
Conventional, I think traditional. जो कि
संस्कृति तो ट्रेडिशनल हो गया, सॉरी. या I'll just do a Google Translate.
Okay,
जो
while
कि
you're doing the Google,
ऑर्थोडॉक्स, जो चीज ऑर्थोडॉक्स हो.
पारंपरिक, ओके, पारंपरिक है, परंपरागत.
okay, parambarik, we have got that. Now, so conventional. So you again put the two questions. Why do you think you are conventional, and what interests and excites you the most? Examples of conventional are a banker, a computer programmer, an accountant. Okay. Third sheet of paper. You there?
Yeah, we are just writing it down.
Okay.
Okay.
The third sheet of paper, write, I'm a realistic person. And then you write the two questions again. Why do you think you're a realistic person? And what is it that interests and excites you about being a realistic person? Aditya, what is realistic in Hindi? I thought you're good at Hindi, man.
Not so good at Hindi. I cannot like find a single word to describe it, so I have like a phrase coming in. But yeah, now I have done the Google search, so it says Vastavik, which is right. So yeah, I'm good enough at Hindi to confirm the Google translation.
Okay, that's a small mercy, but chalega.
So the phrase becomes, I am a realist, and the question becomes, why do you think you're a realist, and what excites you about being a realist?
What excites you and interests you?
Okay.
Interest भी होना चाहिए थोड़ा. Okay. Fourth sheet of paper.
Okay, Mr. Sen, just a sec. I'm just still working on it.
Okay. I hope the audience, some of them are following what Samant is doing.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not working on it. I'm writing actually a piece of paper. So there you go. I don't know if the audience can see it.
Now, the next one is, I'm an investigative person. Jasusi, I think is the right word, right?
Right.
Whatever it is. So I'm an investigative person. Again, the same question. Why do I think I'm an investigative person? And what is in it that excites me and interests me? So investigative person, you can also say I'm an analytical person. Analyze karta ho, like, so Aditya, please.
मैं चीज़ों को सोच और समझने की कोशिश करता हूँ.
Try it in Telugu, you'll do better.
I don't know Telugu.
So now what Google Translate gives me कि मैं चीजों का विश्लेषण करता हूँ, मैं उन्हें पूरी तरीके से define is still English. मैं उन्हें पूरी तरीके से elaborate is again English. God, my Hindi is getting worse.
So what are the examples of an
किसी चीज को सोचना और परखना.
So example, so the two questions are the same. Why I think I am that, and what interests me and excites me about it. Okay. Examples is a chemist or someone who works in a lab, the blood sample leke they analyze what's happening to you and all that sort of thing. So analytical and investigative work. Okay. The fifth thing is artistic. So again, the two questions, I'm not going to repeat it. So why do I think I'm artistic? And what interests me and excites me about being artistic? Artistic is, I think this is an easy one.
हाँ. So artistic is मैं बहुत कलात्मक हूँ.
Excellent. There you go.
I think Mr. Sen isn't even questioning now. He's just like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I just checked on Google Translate to confirm I was right. Thank God.
So
Oh my-
I know that this guy is checking on Google Translate. And
yeah, I'm checking it because the one word to find out all these difficult terms is very tricky.
so example of being an artistic person is I'm an actor, I'm a dancer, a musician, painter, writer, right? Now, the sixth one is social. I'm a social person. So again, why do you think that you're a social person, and what makes you interested or excited about being a social person? Aditya, social के हिंदी क्या है?
Aditya, you muted.
Socials हिंदी सामाजिक, but I'm not sure whether that would sound. So मैं समाज में बातचीत करने वाला इंसान हूँ. मैं समाज में अपनी एक पहचान रखने वाला इंसान हूँ. That would be the right हिंदी.
Okay. Examples is I'm a counselor, I'm a teacher, I'm a mother, things like that.
Right, I have written everything down.
Now you have to answer those questions, so you can do that in your time.
Done.
Now, what you have to, you have to answer the questions.
No, done.
Answer will liya.
Uh-huh. That's why I'm asking
Wow.
you 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Now you have to rank them. So ये 6 है, so you have to rank them based on the importance that you see in them, which is relevant to you. And you have to find out what are the common traits that you find in all of them. Once you do that, I mean, the wording may not be the same, it will be slightly different, but the meaning will be similar. Aditya, help me.
Right. Great. So Samant, एक एक करके questions repeat करो.
Now, firstly, now the first one was, let's see, I am an enterprising person.
Enterprising, यानी कि
Now,
मैं एक
these are-
उद्यमी इंसान.
Now, firstly, these are the different components. The questions, sub-questions will be different. So, the first one is, I am an enterprising person.
Okay.
Translation, please.
हाँ, मैं एक उद्यमी इंसान हूँ.
Right. Second, I am a conventional person.
Conventional, now that is difficult. मैं समाज के सेट किए हुए रूल्स के हिसाब से चलता हूँ.
पारंपरिक
मैं पारंपरिक अनुशासन के हिसाब से चलता हूँ. Let's just say that.
Okay. I am a realist.
अच्छा, मैं सच्चाई में मानने वाला इंसान हूँ.
not सच्चाई is truth.
ओके, मैं वास्तविकता में मानने वाला इंसान हूँ.
Okay.
ओके, कूल.
Fair. After this, I am investigative.
मैं पूरी जांच पड़ताल करता हूँ.
I am an artist.
मैं एक कलाकार भी हूँ, कलात्मक इंसान हूँ, आर्टिस्टिक.
And finally, I am social.
ओके, मैं समाज में अपनी पहचान रखने वाला इंसान हूँ. मैं काफी सामाजिक हूँ.
And under each component, you have the first question under each component, that is, why do you think you are this?
ओके, दैट्स नाइस.
आपको
सो
क्यों-
हमारे इस
हाँ, yes.
ओके, आई एम द हिंदी ट्रांसलेटर ना,
हाँ,
सो लेट मी डू इट. बड़ी मुश्किल से सोच रहा हूँ मैं क्या क्या एकदम एग्जैक्ट ट्रांसलेशन हो सकता है. तो दोस्तों, जो भी देख रहे हैं, जो भी हिंदी के शौकीन है, बेसिकली ये जो 6 सवाल हमने बताए हैं, उसके नीचे हम हर एक ये 6 सवाल के नीचे एक सवाल सब क्वेश्चन की तरह ट्रीट कर सकते हो, जहां पर हम पूछ रहे हैं कि मैं, जैसे मैंने बोला, मैं आर्टिस्टिक हूँ, मैं कलात्मक हूँ, तो मैं कलात्मक क्यों हूँ. Alright. आपके
समझ this. Perfect.
hang on.
आपके हिसाब से आपको क्यों लगता है कि आप इस चीज़ हो, यानी कि आप उद्यमी हो, या फिर आप पारंपरिक हो, या फिर आप सोशल यानी कि लोगों से बातचीत करना, या Hindi translator, please. And the
Right.
second
No, you are
question
right.
is, and the
You're
second
right.
question, हर एक component के नीचे the second question is,
Mhm.
आपको इस चीज़ में एज इन आप पारंपरिक हो या फिर आप उद्यमी हो, आपको इसमें क्या चीज, ओके हिंदी हिंदी सॉरी, आई वोंट टेक योर जॉब, आई वोंट ईट योर जॉब, व्हाई डू यू
Okay.
थिंक, व्हाट एक्साइट्स यू अबाउट बीइंग दिस?
अच्छा, तो आपको खुद से एक और सवाल पूछना है कि आपको, जैसे आप अगर पारंपरिक हो, तो आपको पारंपरिक होने के बारे में क्या चीज एक बहुत ही खुशी की फीलिंग देती है?
उत्साह देता है, उत्साह देता है, yes.
Oh, right. The Russian is becoming even better. My God, I think, the worst at Hindi among all of three of us.
Okay.
Right. Great.
So now you have to rank them. So you have to rank them in order of importance.
Yeah.
And you have to look for the common trait. That will define who you actually are. Because at the end of the day, we all are different things at different points of time. Right? We are all different entities at different points of time in different circumstances and all that. I'm answering the what, or the who I am, right? Not how I believe, how I live. How I live should be equal, should be the same. That's a different thing. Now, once we know that, we also need to check what I have. That is also part and parcel of who I am. So what I have is, what are my skills? So skill क्या होता है? Social skills, for example, technical skills, for example,
किसी भी प्रकार का कौशल.
interpersonal skills, for example, communication, leadership, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह, right?
Absolutely.
The other thing that defines who I am is my branding, my personal branding. So what is personal branding? It depends on a few things. How visible I am. So we say extrovert, introvert and all. That's a visibility matter. What is my image? Some people will say, ye mahan aadmi hai, say ye ghatiya aadmi hai. That's a personal branding, okay? Authenticity, how authentically you can present yourself, your thoughts. So you have to understand what your personal branding is. Samant, can you help me now with all of this?
Well,
So this is what you have, the who we described in that 6-part thing, right?
right.
Now, what happens is, depending on what you have, will also drive the answers to the 6. So if you are visible, if you're a very visible person and you're an authentic person, then likelihood is you'll be a very good enterprising person. Right?
Right.
Okay. So that's the question of who I am and what I do. What are you doing?
Well, something for the people behind the scenes.
What did you do? I don't know what you did. Now, we have to move on to the next question. And what was the next question? Who am I? What do I do? So what do I do means मैं क्या क्या करता हूँ, whatever. So you have to list down all the activities that you do. Forget about going to sleep and getting up from bed and eating. Please keep those aside, don't write those. But other than that, like Aditya may say, I have team meetings, I counsel my team members, I teach entrepreneurship. All those sort of things. You have to write down the activities.
Okay, so basically you have to list down the tasks, right?
Yeah, tasks.
Because otherwise, if you ask me in one sentence, I would probably say something very broad, something like I help people explore and discover their passion.
No,
But
no,
how
no,
do
no.
I
You have
do
to
that?
go down. You have to go down to
Go down the task line, right?
Yeah, correct.
Got it.
Okay.
I am streaming.
Correct. You are. Now, what we have to do with this is, in all of the things that I'm going to go through, you have to do 4 things. You have to examine it in 4 ways. एक, तो who am I में मेरे को क्या चीज नया डालना होगा? What are the new things I need to bring into my game? Same thing with activities. What are the new activities I must learn to do? The next one is, what are the things I want to remove? तो मेरा एक्टिविटी से मैं क्या क्या चीज निकालना चाहता हूँ? I want to get rid of it. I don't want to do it anymore. This is very important. Huh? What are the things I want to be better at? Improve, grow,
Right.
whatever you want to call it. And what are the things I still have to do, but I want to reduce it? Example, I get angry. So I cannot remove anger totally, not possible. Correct? So I can try to reduce my anger, right? Or display of my anger. Go ahead.
I remember a quote from your favorite Doctor movie, Doctor Strange. There's a particular quote about what you just said. We don't eliminate our demons. We just learn to live above them.
There you go. There you go. Sabat made our day today. Okay. Now, so what was the third question? Who am I? What do I do?
Who do I do
Who
it
do
for?
I?
Yes.
Correct. Who do I do it for? So, in a business world, that's your customer. So, who do you do it for over here is who benefits from you being around. Who are the, so, Aditya, if I ask him the question, he'll say, my ITI students benefit. Right? Straightforward answer. Or my Udyam Academy colleagues benefit from what I do. Clear? Aditya, you're on with me?
Absolutely. I think all our clients so benefit from us. So that includes them also and others also. Yeah.
So you have to do that for your personal life.
Right.
So someone might say, my husband benefits from my cooking. Great.
Great. Absolutely.
Correct?
Right. What value do I bring to this ecosystem, basically, to this world?
Yeah, so value is, I'm coming to that. But who do I do it for is who benefits from whatever
So
things I
basically,
do.
the entrepreneur in me always will keep drawing parallels to the business language and common language. So I'm unconsciously doing that, and I'll kind of come to that also.
Right. That's why it was called Business Model U, which we changed to Career Model U. Okay. So now we have answered who do I do it for. Now the most important question. How do they change because of what I do? That is the value that I give to the people I do it for. How do they change because of what I do? So, if I ask Aditya, you take any one student from your ITI and I ask you, how do they change because of what you do? You should be able to answer that they are leading a better life by starting something, whatever they're starting, or getting employed, gainfully employed, or something. So they have changed their state of being. Question?
No questions, just full focus.
Aditya, you're happy with this?
Absolutely, Mr. Sen.
So how do they change because of what I do is the value that they talked about, the value that I bring to them, right? Now, the problem is they need to know you, right? And you need to know them. So how are you going to do that? So you have to define and answer that question is how do they know you and how do you reach, whatever you do for making them change to them. So, yeah.
Goes back to the point which you mentioned was visibility.
Yeah, that's what you have. Correct. Correct.
I mean, how you reach people.
So now let me take an example. So if you're an artistic person and if you're an actor, so how do you reach to people? Through acting in a movie or in a TV serial or on a theater, right? If you're a painter, artistic again, how do you reach to people? By putting up your paintings in a gallery, in an art show or something. Cool? Aditya, so for all the 6 points that you wrote down, you can answer all of these as well. So actually, that 6 that we wrote, enterprising, conventional, investigative, artistic, social, blah, blah, blah. So for all of them, if you start answering them, because you have sorted them in your preference, so you will know how you are going to reach them and how they're going to reach you and how you're going to deliver to them. Conventional, if I'm a banker, then I need to take a job in a bank or I need to take up a job as a computer programmer. That's a traditional, conventional career, right? That brings me to the next question. How do I interact? How do I interact? So I'm going to give you a relationship model. How about that?
Well, I was actually gonna say TikTok, how to interact, but
No,
but that's
TikTok is deliver. TikTok is deliver. TikTok is how you reach them.
okay.
TikTok is how you're reaching them, yes. But relationship depends on 2 things. Aditya and Samant, in your universe, in our universe, there are some people I like, you like, some people you don't like. Right? So far, so good. It's a normal thing to do. I like some people, I don't like some people. Some of the people, they like you, and some of the people don't like you. That's also normal, right?
Right.
Now, the relationship goes like this. So you put the people you like and you put it in a ball. Opposite that, you make another ball and you write people I don't like. Then on the left hand side or right hand side, up to you, you make another ball. You make 2 more balls on the left and the right. And you say people who like me and people who don't like me. Right? So now you'll have overlapping. If you bring the balls closer, you'll have overlapping balls with each other. So where they overlap, that's your relationship. So people you don't like and the people who don't like you, where they overlap, your relationship should be to avoid them. Stay away. Don't go close to them. Okay. Now, if the overlap is with the people you like, but they don't like you, possible?
Yep.
So what you do is you accept it. You accept that relationship. Be nice and polite. Accept it. Chillayega sun lo bhago. That's it. Now, you have people you don't like, but they like you. That's very, very common for all of us. Correct? You have that distant relative who loves you, but you say, man, I don't like the guy. It's a very common phenomenon, right?
Right. फोन मत दो बात नहीं करना है फोन मत दो.
So what you do in that is You simply respect that person. So you will not hurt the person. You will just respect. Ha, ho, करके छोड़ दो. And finally, there are people you like, and those people also like you. Correct? There, with them, you start creating some magic. So that's how you build your relationship. Sounds good?
Sounds great. I mean, there's nothing beyond that. I think you could go extreme. Someone you're obsessed with and they don't even know you exist.
Aditya, you're happy with what you said, I guess?
Probably not. I think with what Saman said.
No. With this, people you like, you don't like, and people who like you and don't like you, and you simply do the 4 things of respect, avoid, respect, avoid, tolerate. Tolerate is the word, and create magic.
Absolutely, totally agree with that.
So a simple 4 thing. What someone said, we will park for the moment.
I'm pretty sure that he joked. He was just joking, and yeah.
Now,
So
usually that's my strength. I may not be able to contribute in a very knowledge-based way, but I can add some humor. So
He does lighten up the conversation. Yeah.
Now, in this relationship, what do you want to call it? Relationship model. Some of the people are the people who benefit from what you do, right? And some of the people, they help you in doing what you do. That brings us to first identify who the people are who will actually help you. In other words, who will add some value to what you're doing, so that based on what you're doing, the people you do it for, they change because of what you do. So there'll be some people in this relationship, give me a name for it. Model? Okay, model. Who will help you to achieve what you want to do. You have to identify the people who are your supporters. I think that's the right word. Who support you, who help you. So in your case, Aditya, the people who support you in doing your work are your employees. Your employees are supporting you in your work, right? Your teammates, they are supporting you. When you're playing football, your teammates are supporting you to score that goal, to create a difference in the goal margin, right? The mentors that you can have, the teachers who teach you. So these are the people who are going to support you as an individual. And we did the relationship over there. So there are some teachers whom you like, but they hate you. It's possible. And I'm sure all of us have gone through that phase. And there are some teachers who love you, but you want to run away when you see the teacher coming down the corridor. Even that is there.
and there have been a few.
Yeah, everybody has that. Of course. Yeah. So these are the people who support you. Now, in all of this, after doing all of it, you get something in return from the people who change because of what you do. Right? So what you get in return, so if you're in a conventional role, you get in return something called salary. If you're not in a conventional role, you get something called income through sales or whatever, like an entrepreneur. If you're in an artistic sort of if you're doing an artistic role and you're in the artistic place, what you get in return is a lot of acknowledgements and write-ups and trophies, and you win some awards and all that thing. But most of all, what you get, and if you do your work properly, you get something called love. And the successful person is the person who at the end of the day have a lot of love from people he or she expected would love him or her, as well as from people whom he never expected or she never expected would do that. That is a successful person. Philosophical, but that's the way it works.
Mr. Sen, now I keep from based on the previous podcasts and many of the podcasts actually, I always stress on about creating a legacy and how that drives a person to either be really successful, and the lack of success or the lack of attaining love, as you say right now, it sometimes drives them to insanity. The failure of creating a legacy.
There you go.
So what do
That's
you
what,
think about, how do you associate those two, legacy and gaining
absolutely
love?
right. It's absolutely right. And the way legacy is defined in all religions, all, irrespective, all, is if you have the power and if you have the money, you leave your legacy by building a place of worship. And we know that. The world is full of all that.
Mr. Sen, could you repeat that last one? I really loved that. Could you repeat the last line?
Okay, legacy in all religions in the world, all of them, right around the world, says there are 4 types of legacy. The first type is if you have the power and the money, then you create your legacy by creating a place of worship. So we know, about the Vatican City in Rome. We have all the lovely temples. You have the lovely mosques. People had the power to do it, and they had the money to do it as well, right? And they are masterpieces of architecture that's been there for many hundreds of years. Legacy number 1. Legacy number 2, you still have some power, but not like a ruler perhaps. And you have some money, but not unlimited money. So what you do is, the most important thing for staying alive is drinking water. So you try and create a source of drinking water.
There you go. Aditya is having some water now.
So what normally people do is they dig a pond, they dig a what's it called, a well, all that sort of thing, so that people can come and get some drinking water. And that thing will last much longer after we leave this world and go. Right? The third thing is you don't have anything, right? But you have some little bit, a small piece of plot of land or whatever, or you're a social worker. So you can plant a tree. And that's what's happening right now around the world, right? Everybody's planting trees. That's the legacy, because the tree will live for many years more, right? And the tree will give you fruits and shades and so many different things. And people will say, ये समन जी ने ये tree plant किया था. Right? And the last one is when you don't have anything and you want to leave a legacy. So what you leave behind, and you create your legacy by giving away your knowledge, whatever little you know. So that people will say, I learned it from this guy, I learned it from that guy. Example, all the olden, great, wise people who have written books or said a few things here and there, which we still quote around the world, 2000 years ago, 2005 years ago, 2000, 3000 years ago, and all that. So that's the fourth way of creating a legacy. That was answering someone's question.
Well,
Now,
yeah, at this point, I could just ask you about anything, and you have a whole list of abbreviations or short forms or a story. So I don't know, Aditya, would you fund me wanting to document Mr. Sen's entire life from
Wow.
5.5 years on? And when I say document, I don't mean
Oh, there is one more point I need to finish.
okay.
So now you have your partners or the people who are supporting you, right? In our career model. So people who support you in your career model, we talked about they're being your teachers, they're being your mentors, they're being your, all the people around you, your father, mother, family, friends, so many people. What do you give them? You have to also figure that out. You have to give them something. Like you get something, and we talked about love and legacy. That's what you get. You have to give them something. So you'll obviously give them love. And that is your career model. $651. I did a good job.
I don't disagree.
and we reduced Aditya to be a translator today.
No, that wasn't my fault. Today Aditya had full reins to speak. So Aditya, final thoughts on today's discussion without you, strictly as a translator.
No, I was really tested to the hilt, and I really want to thank both of you to kind of remind me that okay, my Hindi still needs a lot of improvement, but I think it's a pretty difficult language to get your grasp around, and I'm working on it. Talking about the business model you or the career model you, as Mr. Sen put it today, I think I would really like to close it with why do they call it a business model you, and why does it relate so much with a business. So talking about a legacy, so this water bottle I see right with me, or the mobile phone I see, or the laptop I see in front of me is, as they say, a progression of thousands and hundreds of years of work, right? Somebody did something, after that somebody else did something.
Yep.
It kept progressing, and today I have a laptop in front of me. So probably the guy who invented each and every part of it might not be anymore with us, but his work is here with me. His work is there with every one of us.
Yep.
A teacher who taught probably my grandfather, probably that teacher is not there with us, but their work is there with us, because what he taught my grandfather taught my father taught me today.
Yep.
And probably I'll teach my children. So
Yep.
we can become immortal through our work. That is the fun
Absolutely.
of career, that the only way to become immortal is through our work, and a large part of the work that we do is through our career. So that is one thing I definitely want to pass on as a message to people who are watching. And again, you might agree or disagree with me. Let us know in the comment section. Secondly, why does it relate so well to a business? Because if we relate our life to a business, what is it? A business is some value that we create to fulfill a need or a want of people. And we let them know that there is this product or there is this service which you should know that it exists and it does a really good job at fulfilling your need. Then people buy it at a price that you want them to pay, and then they themselves want to pay. So it should be a mutual agreement at the price that they are paying. Then they pay the price. After paying the price, avail the service or take some value delivery. So you have to give them what you promised. Otherwise, it's a scam. Finally, you try to earn enough money so that you can sustain, and it makes it worthwhile for you to be doing all this continuously, sustainably. So that is a business. Now replace that with you as a service. So what do I do? Let's say if I work a job, what do? I learn something, and on the basis of the learning, on the basis of my skills, my ability to do something, I create some value. I create some value for the company that I am working with, for the organization that I'm working with, which ultimately reaches out to the people and fulfills their needs. So I fulfill my organization's needs. In turn, they fulfill people's needs.
Can you
Then,
change this a little bit? When I
yes.
create value,
Mhm.
if I can start thinking that I create value not for the organization, for the people who are buying the services,
Absolutely.
products of the organization, then your whole game changes.
Absolutely, totally agree with it. And that's what I think you meant when you said I'm an enterprising individual. You don't need to be an entrepreneur or a founder only to be an
Yeah.
enterprising individual. You can be an employee and be very much an enterprising individual.
Yep.
These are just terms we use to define certain kind of jobs. Then you gain attention for yourself. How do you gain attention for yourself? So if you're applying in a job, then you use your CV as your marketing document. You use your LinkedIn profile as your marketing document or as your marketing profile, and you gain attention for the amazing services that you can provide to people. Then you apply for a job. Sure. Then you apply for a job, and so there are salary negotiations. You work hard and you get a good salary. Then it's a transaction. It's almost like sales. Then you deliver the value which you are meant to do, because otherwise it's a scam. And finally, you earn enough money so that it makes it worthwhile for you to pursue that career. So all in all, it relates very well to a business, and that is why it's a business model U. And why is it a business model U? What is the speciality in a business model? Why did we talk about it today? I think only one point. So if you stick the framework of a business model, whatever Mr. Sain talked about, the key resources, the key channels, the value that you create, your unique value proposition, all these things, you can just kind of create that framework. Just go on internet, search business model. You just create that framework, and you can even use sticky notes. Just stick at it, and whenever you want to remove a sticky note, you can quickly remove it. So it's very dynamic in nature. So you can change your career model you every day, and that is the amazing dynamic nature, because of which I think you should definitely uh, try this model once for your career planning and for drafting out your career path. So these are my final thoughts.
Yeah, and please go back to the formula I gave yesterday. Performance is equal to IP multiplied by C multiplied by I. Remember? So performance, P, which is your career, is equal to your IP, which is you, right? Your idea and your passion and all that things that go on, multiplied by C, which is your commitment, and multiplied by I, which is your implementation. And actually, yesterday I forgot to tell you, I also stands for your integrity. That means you're always doing the right thing, even when nobody is watching you.
Well, I don't think I need to add anything. I just want to repeat one quote from Mr. Sen, and of course, you probably can hear some namaz in the background. So, time hai. So, as Mr. Sen says, when I create value, I think of creating value to the people, not the organization. And I want to read out Anita ji, who has been actually doing the activity with us. Firstly, she says,
Great. That's great.
Firstly, she says, I am a leader / manager. That's question number one. Who am I? I'm a leader / manager. What do? I manage a team. And who do I do it for? I do it for myself, my family, my organization, and the society. And how do they change because of what I do? They can add values in their lives mentally and financially and other ways.
Right. I'll just ask Anita ji to do a little bit of exercise. So when she said I'm a leader and I'm a manager, right? If she can slot it into those 6 areas we talked about: enterprising, conventional, investigating, artistic, social, and so on.
And realist.
Correct. And then she will actually derive, that, because a leader and a manager is still broad.
Right. So Anita ji, definitely do work on that, as Mr. Sen says. And with that being said, thank you so much to everyone. बहुत ही मजा आया. I think it was, to say the very least, an entertaining and a fruitful conversation. Definitely, absolutely. And Mr. Sen and Aditya, thank you so much. Mr. Sen for the entire session, and Aditya for translating. And the audience, thank you for watching.
Translating and summarizing.
Yeah, translating and summarizing. Right. So everyone, Stay home, take care, stay safe, wash your hands, and like and follow our Facebook page and turn on post notifications to get notified when we do go live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch our live streams on entrepreneurship, and we'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 6 p.m. with another guest. Take care now. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.